greeting us. Well, I couldn't just see our opportunity to pass along some reinforcements.
Let me have the business from the president, so as well. The admiral, yes, sure.
See Barbara, you know her already.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Just talking about how the mom was. That's really good. But the support because of the stuff that we give to the secretary.
Truly an honor for you to visit our facility.
Thank you. Thank you. You're the administrator.
I am.
21 years.
Also, all right.
Lauren? Correct. Yeah. Big honor for you to have all this college and all that.
Beautiful place, and everybody's doing well.
Actually, I have a special facility at the large so besides everything else we do, they take care of very sick people.
They're also a 4-star facility, so they've had very high quality ratings. So they've done an extraordinary job for a long time. It's really great work.
Great people on site, working very hard every day, not just nurses, but all the time. Very great preparation.
That's great. And all your residents are doing well.
It is a battle, like you say, it's a battle, but trades are not going to do their job.
You've had some great stories about what the first few weeks were like.
Yeah, I was mentioning to we had a facility in New Jersey, South Jersey. We have a third facility in Massachusetts. So our first facility early on, we had a special program. Population in New Jersey going on. We had 3-4 patients that sit in the morning, and thank God, we included the medical director, the nurses, and the pharmacies, and guidelines, and those guidelines, all that. And we were able to really have a success story where everyone's helping now. I mean, 2 months later, probably the cases in one building, most of them resolved. So, a lot of there's so many concepts out there. And I saw your work yesterday, you were great yesterday with the Blue Office with regulars and it's really great, really good. It's from the art. Yeah.
The work from the kind nurses.
Right.
Yeah.
We have nurses and we have nurses.
Well, it just gets very moving. That career is not. You're used to providing health care services. The family comes in, she's on this. Now our doctors know she's on
I've been to 15 of our facilities in the last 2 weeks. Just support this that. I can talk about it with the operator myself, and my wife's mom is actually on one of the procedure prevention. So you are now 6 March. Yes. We haven't come out with it. You get life and all that. That doesn't say, oh, that's just if you are the family, that's much.
That's all you got.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, my mom lives in Indiana last week, and she's 85 years old. My stepfather was right, which is the right decision. Yeah. She understands.
When our family dinner, the president comes in and really understands. I reach out to them every day for the birthday. So every day they get a message from me and they actually helps them with their mindset. They miss their loved one. Certainly won't let the residents know.
Well, we're going to load some boxes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if you got the word, but we literally were sending 2,400 plus nurses coming in, 2,400 nurses all around.
63 million pairs of gloves,
Wow.
14 million gowns.
Fill all these people in on that side of the ship.
That's great.
We're going to do a little heavy lifting. I may let the athlete.
And I will let the gentleman
Yes, brother, how are you, sir? Oh, we got a contractor schedule? Singing praises stuff on so should I stagger these? It's a little bitty one here. I got one. Yes. How about you take this? Yes. Yes, sir.
That's perfect. That is perfect. It snaps for you. It's the working expression. Really. That was on the way.
You got it?
Yep, I got it. Set that right there. Yes, sir. I got it. Yes, sir.
I'm going to walk over with it. Just move those over and put this back.
No, that's they're at. That feels like there you go.
Yeah. Great.
Wow.
Those are empty, sir. We're good to go.
Carry the empty ones just for the camera.
Like I said, absolutely. They're a lot easier.
Right.
Great. Thank you. You guys are moving out all across the country, right?
Yes, sir. So, in the next 24 hours, we're having apartment that's going out to multiple states. We're doing about 16 different hours.
Why don't we go over and say a word with these guys? Mind running? All right. The social distancing.
Yes, sir.
We're perfect. We're perfect. Admiral, come behind us here. Please, we'll social distance. We're good. Well, thank you all for being here. This is one installment of deliveries that will go from FEMA to 15,400 nursing homes across the country. And the President wanted me to be here today and to help deliver these gowns and gloves and supplies, and it's the first of two installments that'll be delivered literally around the country. From early in the coronavirus epidemic, we've recognized that the risk to seniors, particularly those with serious underlying health conditions, is very real. And so there's been emphasis from early on. The Center for Medicaid and Medicare Services, working with great providers here like the Woodbine Nursing Home, to make sure that we're working hard to create an environment that is healthy and safe. And but also all along the way, we've been working to make sure that personal protective equipment was available for all of these extraordinary doctors and nurses and healthcare workers that are providing for the needs of people in nursing homes across the country. And it's truly inspiring to be here today. And I want people to know that working with this great company, these supplies are literally going all across the country as we speak. And they're going to be supplementing the personal protective equipment that's been provided over the last several months to nursing homes and to nurses and to healthcare providers all across the country. And with that, I'd be happy to have the CEO, maybe share a word, and then Admiral P will tell you a little bit about what we're delivering.
Sure. Well, on behalf of Woodbine, I want to thank the Vice President for joining us there today, and thank the President, the Vice President, Madam Seema Verma for being here today. But not only being here today, I think working early on, recognizing the challenges that we've had as a nursing home, as a sector. They've been so supportive and realizing the challenges and the fact that we brought these supplies, which early on were tough to get, but identifying the need is a source of not only recognition for the staff that's here, but it's really a show of support for the staff who need it, working day in, day out, taking care of all the residents that we take care of. So thank you, Vice President. Thank you, Madam, for everything you do. And Admiral, really appreciate everything you've done, and you guys have been great. And we look forward to continuing taking care of our residents and appreciate all the support. Really.
You bet. Thank you for your leadership. And Donna, thank you. Donna's the administrator here at Woodbine and also a nurse.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to addressing the team here. It's yesterday was National Nurses Day, and to be able to think of the role our nurses have played during this time in the life of our nation is inspiring. Not just providing healthcare services, but really filling in for missing family as people face the necessary isolation to protect them from the coronavirus. Thank you for you. Thank you for your team here.
Thank you. We have a fabulous team inside, and they work hard every day, not just during the coronavirus, but they have well-deserved praise for everything that they've been doing, and we appreciate and are honored that you come here today. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to speaking to all of them.
Absolutely.
Admiral Polubchek, you might just share with, this is just one installment of the boxes that are going to 15,400 nursing homes around America this week. You might share with folks what help is on the way.
Right. So this is the first shipment of more than 15,400 nursing homes. This is a small piece of the 63 million pairs of gloves, 14 million masks, 13 million gowns, and approximately a little over a million pieces of eye protection. That's going to go out between now and the end of June in two waves. The first wave, 7 days worth of supply, which is what you see here, and then a second wave, another 7 days of supply. First wave in May, second wave in June, delivered directly to the door of every 15,400 plus nursing homes.
Outstanding. Seema, do you want to share maybe a little bit? I would tell you that from early on, President Trump made it clear that our seniors were to be a priority, a focus of the work of the coronavirus task force. We raised the standards for infectious disease compliance at nursing homes. Nursing homes around the country stepped up. We've seen states around the country literally use their National Guard to clean nursing homes, and all of our inspectors around America now that visit nursing homes have exclusively focused on making sure that our nursing homes have been adhering to those increased guidelines for protecting against disease. But you might talk a little bit about the ongoing effort that we've been making to protect our seniors during this time.
Well, that's exactly it. From the very beginning, we've been trying to put out latest science and information to our nursing homes so that they can take the appropriate steps to make sure that patients are safe. We know that this is an extraordinarily difficult time for patients and their families. Our hearts and minds are with them. And I think today's effort really speaks to the whole of government approach, and really appreciate the President's leadership and the Vice President around the task force. You know, normally I wouldn't talk to the Admiral. We both in government, but CMS doesn't always talk to the military. But because of this whole of government approach, we've been talking to nursing homes every week, sometimes every day, to hear about their challenges on the front lines. And because of that, because of the task force, I was able to talk to the Admiral. And FEMA's just done an incredible job trying to be supportive of the nursing homes. So we continue our efforts to work with nursing homes and governors. As the Vice President said, we're seeing great action across the country, whether it's cleaning nursing homes, doing more testing. And we've also, the President has announced that we're going to have a commission on nursing homes to continue identifying best practices and how we can keep residents safe.
And as states are moving into reopening, around the country. You'll recall the guidelines for opening up America contemplate the kind of testing that would make it possible for us to routinely test people in nursing homes and in long-term care. We're deploying those resources now, and we couldn't be more grateful that governors around the country are putting a priority on our seniors, seniors with serious underlying health conditions, and all of those in long-term care. It is a testament to the love of the American people, for our moms and dads, for our grandmothers and grandparents. But I can tell you, I think the American people also feel a great deal of gratitude and admiration for these extraordinary healthcare workers who I want to say again are not just providing the kind of care that any one of us would want a family member to have, but oftentimes our nurses and healthcare workers are filling in for family that can't be there during this time of the coronavirus epidemic. And it's a double burden, but our doctors and nurses have met that moment, and we couldn't be more proud or more grateful for the work you've done here and the work it represents around the country. So I'm going to take a minute to address the nurses, and then I'll come right back to you. Okay? That'd be great.
You're all there doing it.
You're all there.
Can they open the door?
They have it on speakerphone.
Right there. Yeah.
Can they open it so I can hear that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the sliding door. Are you able to do it? Oh, that's good. Well, hey everybody, I'm Vice President Mike Pence. It is great to be here. Great to be here at the Woodbine Rehabilitation Healthcare Center. On behalf of your president, on behalf of all of us on the White House Coronavirus Task Force, and really, frankly, on behalf of a grateful nation, it's my great privilege to be here today to help deliver some additional personal protective equipment. You all are receiving one of the first installments, you might be glad to know, of PPE that's going to be going to every nursing home in America. 15,400 nursing homes will be receiving the gowns and the gloves and the masks and all the personal protective equipment that I had the privilege of delivering here today. I've got with me the head of the Center for Medicaid and Medicare Services, as well as members of our White House Coronavirus Task Force team. And we just couldn't resist the opportunity to come to do a little bit of heavy lifting, but most importantly, just to say thank you. Thank you for the work that you do, caring for and loving our grandparents and aunts and uncles and moms and dads. I just reflected a moment ago and yesterday when we celebrated National Nurses Day in the White House that, yes, I said yesterday that the American people really do understand that during this time of the coronavirus epidemic, that those of you that wear the uniforms of nurses, and to the same extent our doctors and other healthcare workers, you're not just providing world-class healthcare that every one of us would want our family to have, but we also understand that you're filling in for family. And we know the emotional weight that's placed on you. But to see the way all of you here at Woodbine and all of you in nursing homes around the country have stepped up is truly inspiring. And I hope today's delivery is just one more piece of evidence of the profound gratitude the American people feel to each and every one of you. And so I want to say thank you. I want to say on behalf of all the families you're serving here, keep up the great work. And just know that we're going to continue to work our hearts out to help our country through this coronavirus epidemic. But all along the way, you'll have been the heroes. And when this is all over, you will have the gratitude of the American people. And I promise you, every step of the way, you'll continue to have the prayers of a grateful nation. So thank you all. God bless you. And God bless to all of the workers and nurses in our nursing homes around America. Great job.